Going guys, here's my big brake kit I've got for the Challenger. So I've got two brand new calipers. So I've just separated them all to left and right side. So right one, right bracket for the bigger discs. Came with a dust shield, brand new bigger disc. I think these are Pajero. Brand new wheel bearings, brand new set of brake pads, and then this is just the same for the other side. New disc, new caliper in the box, and a new bracket, or second hand bracket. So I've just been getting it all ready, making sure I've got all the bits there that I need. So just connect the brake line to the caliper, then that bolt can come off and that bolt can come out, and that's the brake line disconnected. Then we remove the caliper completely, which is that one and that one there. There we go, one brake caliper removed. You do it every second, not just to release the pressure evenly. Alright, them down there. Okay, looking helps. Now the pressure's released this time. More so I'm not worrying so much about doing them all. I've already done it opposite. I'm only using the rattle gun because it's so much faster. There we go. Not the way I wanted to get it out, but it worked. Right, now hub is out. Clean these two little shims. Now just back together. It only goes one way from memory. Okay, so they're going to come out. There's two bolts, screws. Alright. Phillips head. It's not the proper way to do it, but it's fine.
bench. On the bench around the place. No, I don't have them, so do it the hard way. I do need to punch it out. Damn it.
So we want is that little point there. Get the bearing races out. So hits on that one. Hits on that one. Hits on that one. I think it's moving. Yep, certainly is. That side was pretty easy. That is one done. Two done. Now, if you've never done wheel bearings before, to get these out, get the outside runner, or race, or whatever you want to call it, whatever your terminology. In there, and you saw how tight that was. So what I'm going to do, get one of these ones. I'm going to get the angle grinder, get a grinding disc on it, and make this slightly smaller so as it slides. So they will slide in and out of here more freely. Sorry, I had to bash it out with a hammer. We don't want to be bashing the new ones in with a hammer. Right, now, see how we went. Oh, look at that, perfect. So I can hit the new ones in and pull that straight out. Wonderful. Now that has to go in that way, because that has to go in that way. So you always put it thicker side in. So now what we need to do is get that nice and even. Bit of clutter here, guys, I'm sorry about, but it's just one of those jobs. Now, hammer. Where's my modified one? There it is. Old one. So now I can tap the bearing runner in. And by tapping the old one with the hammer, I'm not damaging the new one. We're going in pretty evenly there, which is good. Yep, certainly has. Right, outside one. Just putting the ABS spring back on. It's just these 4 12mm bolts. Right, in case you haven't packed wheel bearings before, you need to pack this part here with grease. You want it to start squirting out here and out through the rollers. So as you can see, I've got proper dedicated wheel bearing grease in the palm of my hand, and you just squish it like this. That's the only way. Some cars do have sealed bearings, but you actually have to have them press fitted in and press fitted out, and they're much more expensive than these. These ones are adjustable. So personally, I'd rather have this type of bearing. And scrub some of this off on the stub axle. She might even put a bit more on the stub axle. Put some inside here. Don't want to overdo it, but you want enough in there, because you think about how far you drive your car and how fast these turn and for how many hours they're turning for. You want them pretty well lubricated. You don't want them running dry and melting all the grease and having trouble. That's why you need dedicated wheel bearing grease. Now just gently press the seal into place. Okay, it's not a real easy thing to do. Right, now we line them up and slide him on. Okay. Get these bearings in. They push that in tight. Push them in tight. Push that in. Right. Now this little sucker goes on. Once again, make sure it's all clean. No sand or grit in the thread. There's a threaded part in there. Tighten him up. Okay, I might have a little bit too much grease in there. You can see it squirting out through these holes and okay. Now the way I'm going to do it, let's get a couple of screwdrivers. Make sure they're not the threaded holes you're putting these in. There's 4 holes in this, 2 have got thread, 2 don't. Let's see what it goes, twisting around a little bit further. Okay. Let's see how that looks. That actually feels pretty tight, surprisingly. Trying to get too much grease on there, but there's no play in those bearings. It did come out fairly easily. Okay. The next thing is get this. Now this has got the tongue there. Okay, you can see it's got the tongue for the grooves on the top of your stub axle, and that slides in. Now what we have to do is find the threaded part so I can pull those bolts out, or put the 2 screws back in that came out of there. Aha. Jackpot. And the other one, yeah, it should be there. There we go. I forgot this. Now the whole thing has to come apart so I can put this thing on. Oh well, you don't need to see that. Okay, so got him on. And he uses these 14mm bolts. 6 of. My 2 little shims in. Circlip. Come on. Get in there, you bugger. Right, it's on. Put a little bit more grease in here. Not too much. And we've got a gasket that goes in there. There we are. They are on freewheeling, which is good. Now, get these things lined up, which I find a real pain. Oh, not lined up properly. There we go. Now it's in. 6 more bolts. Get my ratchet. And just by hand, you can see I'm holding real close to the end of the ratchet so I'm not getting a lot of leverage on it. It's still possibly over tight because 7 Newton meters isn't very much at all. Alright, let's just check. Freewheeling. Take the can out of there. Not dripping brake fluid anymore. Yep, hub turns, or the axle turns. Back to freewheel. Yep, axle is still, so we're good. One more check. Locked. And free. There we go. Done. Hubs are working. Okay, so now it's time to bleed the brakes. Just done the other side. Now this is the driver's side. So what I'm going to do, I've borrowed this contraption. Okay, it's a brake bleeder. Works on vacuum. So what you do, you put that end over the nozzle, like so. You break the seal, just crack it open, and then you just pump this. And it works on vacuum pressure, and as you can see, it's starting to you see starting to bubble some air through. Okay, so now what I might do, give some more, get some more pressure, turn that a bit, loosen it off a little. A bit uncomfy here. There we go, it's getting some more fluid, brake fluid come through. There's the amount of pressure it's in there. Or vacuum, I should say. Give it a few pumps, increase the vacuum.